Jai Shri Ram. This is an excerpt from a book by name Purushartha and Political Philosophy by Sri TVS, late Sri TVS Dasugaru, who was an advocate. And in his book, he writes, the present state of our democracy is far from happy. The executive is tyrannical and corrupt, whereas the judiciary is disabled by conventions to rise to the occasion. The executive indifference is better illustrated by the following. A voter says, "Oh, mighty ruler, give us food, shelter, and security." The rulers say, "Don't worry, you humble voter, we eat for you and enjoy for you. For what we do is on your behalf. After all, we are your representatives." So also about the judiciary. An individual is saying, "Oh, gracious judge, I am being throttled, and crushed to death. Please help me with justice." So the judge is saying, "Poor chap, we are blind, we cannot see. Your voice is not loud enough to be heard by us. There is no corroboration, and we have no time now to go into the matter." So wonderfully said, very simple, isn't it? So, uh, courts which exist in order to render justice blindly depend only on evidence, but do not take that extra trouble to dig out that evidence. So, this is really a pathetic condition. And Dasugaru goes on to say, this is the direct consequence of thoughtless theories based upon unnatural equality and slogans like "justice is blind." So, this "justice is blind" statue is also there in all courtrooms, which I think should be thrown out. Justice cannot be blind. To imply the meaning that justice is partiality, they couldn't have thought of a better statue. Couldn't they have thought of something better than this? Because justice becoming blind is actually being blind in every sense. Okay, instead of being impartial, it's blind in every sense. Now, Dasugaru says, in those days when the society was in disorder, Western societies emerged out of into this present state with these primitive ideas. So, justice is blind is a primitive idea. This is not the case with our country. The Vedic people enjoyed a most flourishing civilization much earlier than those Westerners. But unfortunately, in India, after the Bharata War, something like the much dreaded atomic war, the whole civilization was lost, and the succeeding generations, very poor in knowledge and thought, very ignorant, unable to understand and expound Vedic theories, maintained only the symbolic forms and have grown ritualistic. Yes. So, Hindus have become ritualistic. Well, the Bharata war caused the death of many intellectuals. Of course, we cannot blame the Bharata war or Krishna for that. So, this is finding somebody to blame is another nasty habit. So, people have become ritualistic. They don't study the Gita, they don't understand the deeper philosophical significance. And finally, Dasugaru says, we have thus deteriorated gradually and became victims, vulnerable. We became willing victims. Humble is the wrong word there. Willing victims of external invasions of all the colonizers, and that is how our civilization has taken a beating. But let us hope under Modi ji, after the Ram temple has been consecrated today, we will establish RAMA RAJYA and India will again become a Vishwa Guru. Jai Shri Ram.